Okay, a little more mechanics for us. What we got going on here is we went on and it showed that thing coming right off of there. Hang on, let's take a picture of it first. But the thing is that you can't just grind the head of it off. So what we're having to do is just slowly grind away at the top to where it's thin enough that we can drive it through with a punch. What we're doing here is we're changing door hinge pins on this Fox body Mustang. And they've got quite a bit of play in them. He's already got a jack stand under it, so I can't show you. But we're removing the pins right now, and we'll show you a little more once we get them out. So what we're doing right now, let's see that, son. What do you got there? We've put a little carbide bed in there. Now we're going to try and grind it off there. We were grinding it with that, but the Dremel with this cutoff wheel on it. But we're going to try and get a little more headway here. And we're a little concerned because these bottom pins are pretty worn out, but you can see kind of what we've been doing with it. And we've got to get this pin as well. So we're going to try to get in here and grind away at it. And we're going to try and use that bit we just got. So let's see how this works out. There's quite a bit of play in this door, actually. You can't see it now. We've got it on jacks, but quite a bit of play. Okay, this is real world. You can watch how to do this on the restoration guys, and they show you just slide the pins in and out, cut the heads off. Real world is you have to really grind those pins off the heads to get them off. And then when you go to drive this bottom pin out, it ends up hitting right here. It's too long, it hits the door. So we had to take a cutoff wheel and we had to cut it off and take it out in pieces. Now the next deal is getting these little bushings in here out, which are in there pretty good. So that's what we're working on now, but that's real world, you know. If you go to Mustang Restoration, they show just doing this thing like nobody's business. Wham bam. Wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. And it's just not quite that way. Like I said, the pin hit down here in the door panel. This is an 86 Fox body 5.0. And this is a little bit more work than they make it out to be. So just be advised before you go into it, and be careful. We had a little snafu up here once the dot pin came out. It got loose. We ended up putting some chips up here in our door, which is really a bummer. But, you know, we put some tape on it, too, to try to protect it. I suggest if you do it, go ahead and I would like triple that masking tape up there on that thing, because that is going to make some contact with this quarter fender and you're going to get some damage, which we did. But, you know, just trying to help somebody out in the future, you won't. But now you can see these bushings right here. Now we need to replace these bushings. They came with our kit. You got one here, you got one here, and we're working on this one down here right now. And you can see we've got it started. We'll go ahead and beat it out and then we'll show you what they look like. But like I said, it does hit the panel right here. I mean, that pin drops down right here. So once we drove it down so far, we had to go ahead and cut it off, and then we were able to drive it out the rest of the way. So that's real world. And when you think your rollers look good, always be advised they will get flat spots, which is what happened to us. We did not buy the roller, and hence we're we're going to end up having to go back with it like this, and that really sucks because this is the time to change it. But once we get the new pins in, it should be easy. And another thing is that when you get the flat spots on these, it may make it more for this return spring. This is your lock spring right here. It'll make it easier for this lock spring to break because it'll actually be on a flat spot. So instead of rolling over it, it's going to have to really force its way over it. And that's probably what leads to early failure of those springs. So anyhow, just be advised, when you do get the pins, get the roller, even if you think yours looks good, because look, ours looks great, right? Well, it's not. So anyhow, little heads up, and we're going to get with this thing and get this thing apart. Thanks, guys. And there they are, boys. They're in. Now this pin comes in from the top. Little cotter pin action. Same up here. Just bend your cotter pin. And the door is nice and tight now. So it works. Watch out for damage, though. That's what sucks. But it's a done deal. We'll have to just touch that area up. That's all we can do. But now the door shuts like a breeze. And there you have it. Fox body, door pin, hinge, pin, and bushing.